Hey, sorry I'm late. Traffic. You okay? You look different.
I am different, I think. Or I will be.
Okay, that's mysterious. Tell me everything.
I have something to tell you. But I need you to listen to the whole thing before you say anything. Promise.
Promise. Go.
I'm going to quit my job.
Okay, I'm listening.
But not because I hate it. My job is fine. My boss is nice. The money is okay.
Then why?
Because I have an idea. An idea that won't leave me alone. I think about it when I wake up. I think about it before I sleep. I draw it on napkins during lunch.
Now I'm really curious. What is the idea?
I want to open a place. A small place. Half cafe. Half creative workspace.
Like a coffee shop where people can also draw?
Deal.
More than that. Imagine a warm room with good coffee, natural light, and long wooden tables. On the walls, there are art supplies, free for anyone to use. Pencils, watercolors, paper. And once a week, I teach a small class. Drawing for beginners. Or how to make a zine. Or how to design a logo for your small business.
David, that's beautiful. That's not just a business. That's a gift to the neighborhood.
You really think so?
I know so. How long have you been thinking about this?
Over a year. At first, it was just a silly dream, but then I started writing things down. Then I started visiting similar spaces in other cities. Then I made a spreadsheet. Then I talked to a small business owner who did something similar.
You've been busy.
I've been obsessed, but I didn't want to tell anyone until it felt real.
And now it feels real?
Now it feels real enough to share. This is what I see in my head. A cozy corner for coffee. A big table here. A small shelf with art supplies here. Plants everywhere.
This is gorgeous. You drew this?
Yes. At night, after work. Instead of watching TV.
You've been holding this inside for a whole year?
I know. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner.
Don't be sorry. I'm just amazed. So what's the name?
The Quiet Easel.
The Quiet Easel. That's perfect. Quiet because it's calm. Easel because it's about making things.
Exactly. I don't want a loud place. No blasting music, no rushing. Just peace and creativity.
Where would it be?
There's a small building near the park. It used to be an old bookstore. It's been empty for 6 months. I talked to the owner last week.
What did they say?
They're open to renting it to me. The rent is not cheap, but possible if I'm careful.
Do you have savings?
I have a whole financial plan. I've been saving for 2 years. I can cover rent for 8 months without making any profit.
8 months?
Yes. I lived very simply. No vacations, no new clothes, no eating out much. Every extra dollar went into my dream fund.
That's discipline. Real discipline.
I wanted this so badly. Every time I said no to something fun, I told myself, this is for the Quiet Easel.
I had no idea you were doing all of this. You're like a secret agent of your own dream.
A very tired secret agent, but yes.
Okay, so let me understand. You're going to quit your current job, rent that old bookstore, open a cafe, workspace, and teach classes?
That's the big picture. But I'm starting smaller. First, I'll just open the space as a place to sit and draw. No food yet, just coffee and tea from a simple machine. Then, if people come, I'll add more.
That's smart. Start small, grow slowly.
Exactly. I don't need to be rich. I just need to pay the rent and buy food. The rest is a bonus.
And the classes? When do you start those?
Month 2 or 3, I already have 5 lesson plans written. Drawing for people who say I can't draw. A 1-hour class on making a simple logo. How to start a creative journal.
I would take that class. And I really can't draw.
That's exactly who I want to teach. People who think they're not creative. Everyone is creative. They just forgot.
You're going to make people cry happy tears.
That's not the goal, but I wouldn't mind.
So what's the hardest part? What keeps you up at night?
The fear that no one will come, that I'll open the doors, make the coffee, set up the art supplies, and the chairs will stay empty.
That's a real fear. Every business owner has that.
I know. And I try to fight it with logic. There are thousands of people in this neighborhood. Many of them work from home. Many of them are lonely. Many of them want a quiet place to be creative. The need is there.
So why are you still scared?
Because it's mine. If it fails, it's not the economy's fault. It's not my boss's fault. It's my fault. That's heavy.
That is heavy. But let me tell you something.
Okay.
Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every person who built something amazing had empty chairs at first.
That's true. I know that in my head. But my heart is still scared.
That's normal. If you weren't scared, I'd be worried. Fear means you care.
That's a nice way to see it.
So let's talk about what you need. Real things, not feelings.
Okay. First, I need to give notice at my job. I'm doing that next Monday.
How do you think your boss will react?
He'll be surprised. But I think he'll respect me. I've never been late. I've never complained. I do good work. I'll offer to train my replacement.
That's very professional.
I want to leave with a clean heart. No anger, no drama.
That's the best way.
Second, I need to sign the lease for the building. I'm meeting the owner again this Friday.
Do you want me to come with you?
Would you? Really?
Of course. 2 people hear more than one. I can help you notice things you might miss.
That would mean so much. Thank you.
That's what friends are for. Third,
I need to buy the basics. A few tables, some chairs, a cheap coffee machine, art supplies. Nothing fancy. Just enough to open the door.
do you have a budget for that?
Yes. I've priced everything. Second-hand tables, second-hand chairs. The coffee machine is the most expensive thing, but I found a used one for a good price.
You really did your homework.
I had to. If I'm going to leave a steady job, I need to be sure. Not 100% sure. That's impossible. But sure enough to try.
How sure are you? On a scale of 1 to 10.
7, maybe 7.5.
That's honest. I respect that. What would make it an 8?
You saying you believe in me.
David, I believe in you. Not because I'm nice, because I've seen what you can do. You designed that beautiful logo for my friend's bakery for free. You helped me paint my apartment in 1 weekend. You fixed my mom's computer. You're kind, you're talented, and you work harder than anyone I know.
You're going to make me cry in this cafe.
Then cry. It's okay.
Okay, no crying. We have a podcast to record.
Fine. But only because the camera is on.
Can I tell you the part that makes me most excited?
Please.
The community part. I imagine people coming alone, sitting at the big table, and slowly becoming friends. A graphic designer sitting next to a retired teacher. A college student next to a mom with a baby. All of them drawing, drinking coffee, feeling less alone.
That's not a business. That's a family.
That's what I want to build. A creative family.
You're not just opening a café workspace. You're building a home for lonely people.
I was lonely when I moved to this city. I didn't know anyone. I wished there was a place where I could sit and draw, and someone would say, "Hey, that's nice." So I want to be that someone for other people.
Okay, now you're making me cry.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. That's beautiful.
So here's the timeline. Next Monday, give notice. Friday, sign the lease. Then I have 2 weeks to get the space ready while I finish my job.
2 weeks? That's fast.
I'll work nights and weekends. I don't mind. It's for my dream.
I'll help you. I'm good at painting walls and carrying heavy things.
You really are the best friend.
I know. Now tell me about the classes. What's the first one?
The first class is called You Can Draw a Tree.
That's the actual name?
Yes. In 1 hour, I teach people how to draw a simple tree. Not a perfect tree, just a tree that feels like theirs. By the end, they have a drawing they're proud of.
I want to take that class.
You're invited. Free. Lifetime membership.
Really?
Really. You get a special key. You can come anytime, even when we're closed.
I'm going to hold you to that.
I hope you do.
Okay, hard question. What if after 6 months, you're losing money? What's the backup plan?
I've thought about that. The backup plan is to get a part-time job, maybe at a bookstore or a coffee shop, and keep the Quiet Easel open on evenings and weekends. Smaller hours, but still alive.
So you won't give up completely.
No. I'll only give up if I have no money left and no hope. But I don't think that will happen. I'm too stubborn.
Stubborn is good. Stubborn keeps dreams alive.
Exactly. Can I ask you something personal?
Always.
Do you think I'm making a mistake? Be honest.
No, I don't. I think you're doing something brave. And the world needs more brave people, especially brave people who want to make things beautiful.
Thank you. That's exactly what I needed to hear.
You're welcome. Now, what's the first thing you'll do on your first morning as a full-time dreamer?
I'll wake up without an alarm. I'll make a slow cup of tea. I'll walk to the Quiet Easel with my keys in my hand. I'll unlock the door. And I'll stand in the middle of the empty room and say, "Hello, home."
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
Don't cry, we're on camera.
I don't care.
Okay, let's end this with something happy.
Okay, what's something happy?
I already have my first customer.
What? Who?
The owner of the old bookstore. When I told her my idea, she said, "If you open this place, I'll be your first student. I've always wanted to learn to draw."
That's a sign, David. That's the universe saying yes.
I felt the same way.
To the Quiet Easel and to the first student.
And to best friends who believe in you before you believe in yourself.
Cheers to that.
So that's the plan. I'm leaving a safe job to open a small, weird, beautiful place where people can drink coffee and draw trees.
And I'll be there on opening day with a giant plant.
Please do.
If you have a dream you've been hiding in a notebook, maybe today is the day to tell someone.
And if that someone laughs, tell someone else. Keep telling until someone says, I believe in you.
Because that person exists, I promise.
Thanks for listening to our conversation. If you're ever in our neighborhood, come visit. Draw a tree. Drink bad coffee from a cheap machine.
He's being honest about the coffee.
For now, better coffee will come later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, and dream big.